Hello and welcome to Pantheon of the Geeks. You join us for a Loot Crate unboxing.
A Loot Crate unboxing?
For
cool.
December.
For December.
We're actually lucky we got this.
Yeah, it's come early, which is cool. I didn't think it'd come till after Christmas, but we got it before.
Yay.
So it's excellent. So it's quite a thick box.
It is actually, it's
box
quite a big box this time.
Let's get the tape off.
Let's play with a knife.
Let's play with a knife. It's Loot Crate time. Right. We shall open it and we shall see what's inside. T-shirt.
Hey!
Cool. Loot Crate Cryo says at the top.
Oh.
So this is like a retro T-shirt.
Ooh.
Let's look at the camera for a reason. There we go. That's cool, I like that.
Excellent.
And Christmassy as well. Perfect. Yeah. To wear that for Christmas Day. So we've got like, it's like a lunar lander, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks like it.
And then you've got
Snowman.
That's awesome, I like that. Cool. What else have we got?
Halo.
A Halo tin. Well, that's why it's a shine. It's a tin. UNSC. It's not coming out. That takes up most of the rest of the box. So we've got a Halo tin. Oh, it's cool, that. Look at that.
Alright, cool.
A watch on it. Like an ammo tin.
Ah.
So the tin is a proper ammo tin. Really cool.
Everything's in the ammo tin.
We have a Galaxy Quest emblem patch. There we go. If everyone's seen Galaxy Quest, I love that movie. It is ace. Oh, it's a Loot Crate exclusive as well. I can walk around and say I'm one of the Protector crew. Excellent. We have socks, Star Wars socks.
Oh.
Yay.
Star Wars. Is that BB-8? It is, isn't it?
BB-8, that's awesome. That's mine.
Okay.
We have Star Wars Pop.
Oh.
I can't see who it is, but I can see it says Pop and Star Wars. So I'm going to move this. Put the badges in here as well, actually. There we go. There's your badge.
Galaxy.
Loot Crate Galaxy. There we go. Nice gold badge as well.
Mmm.
It's got stuck underneath the rim of the box. It's a cool box. There we go. I wonder where I can store in that. I might store the Batman stuff in that. So we have Han Solo in snow gear. There he is. One of the greatest heroes in the galaxy. Now, spoilers, so let's turn it off here. Because we've seen the Star Wars movie.
We have now, yeah.
Yes, we saw it at the weekend. We thought it was brilliant.
We really enjoyed it.
We thought it was so much better than the prequels.
Definitely.
And I thought it was more up to scratch with the originals. It's not perfect. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to go. Hey, it's the best film ever. I still prefer Empire, but it's probably my second favourite Star Wars film, and that's the first attempt, and that's really good. But unfortunately, so spoilers here. So you might want to turn this off if you haven't seen it. Good old Han here doesn't make it. I know, I was quite upset actually, but there he is. Those are the other options. Oh, it's cool that, I like that.
Mm.
It's old Han. He's got
old Han, yeah, he's got little lines underneath his
there.
eyes.
You can see. Oh.
Oh.
And we have a card there, which I'm going to use immediately.
Okay.
Because it's for Halo 5 Guardians. And we have the magazine, Halo 5, chat with exclusive producer. So have a good read of this lot later. Pop culture, loot pet culture, loot pets. There you go. The new thing Loot Crate's doing. Oh, yep, there's the. When we unboxed all these. Oh. And the Fallout one, which was one of my favourite. That's a cool t-shirt, by the way. That's
one you've got.
I haven't even worn that one through one of that often. So we didn't win the Mega Crate again. Loot Crate, what are you playing up? But Chris Lee, this month's loot. There we go, the exclusive Han Solo bobblehead, so it's definitely that one you just get. That's what I was looking for really, just to make sure it is just that one. And then we have the exclusive ugly holiday sweatshirt. I think that's awesome.
I think it's quite cool.
We have some cool socks and the exclusive patch, which we saw. Both of them I really like. And now we have the exclusive Halo 5 ammo tin box. There we go, whichever of them is in. And the Halo 5 Guardians bonus thing though. Which is, if you read that, it tells you what it is. Cool. So there we go. So we hope you've enjoyed that.
Yeah.
We're going to do some more spoilers for Star Wars now.
Oh, eh?
In case you missed that one.
Okay.
I want to talk about Star Wars. Because I was considering doing a video anyway, but this seems a good opportunity, the Galaxy Loot Crate.
Okay.
What did you think?
Star Wars, I really, really enjoyed it, to be quite honest. As soon as that dun came up on the screen, it was like, oh my god, this is it. This is truly it.
It wasn't real until that happened.
Yeah, but I thoroughly enjoyed the film, actually. It didn't feel like I'd sat there for 2.5 hours. It just kind of like kept me captivated quite a lot. So, yeah, I really, really enjoyed it.
I did, I thought it was awesome. And all we've done is talk about it since we came out.
Yeah, with our theories about what could happen and who's who and...
I mean, anything's possible now. That's what we didn't have when we had the prequels. We knew exactly what was going to happen.
The trouble with the
that
prequels...
took something away from it, I think.
I think the story arc was there, wasn't it? You knew young Anakin's going to grow into old Anakin, who's going to be an absolute little whiny snit.
He was whiny. But I found out about Kylo Ren. I thought he was the same. But
very much. But
what I'm hoping is that's just...
he grows up and becomes a bit stronger.
I think they've just done that and made him like Anakin just to show you he's like his grandfather.
Yeah.
I think it's character progression. I think he'll become a lot better because he's at the point before he makes the sort of Anakin to Darth Vader transition.
Yeah.
So I think he's really whiny and pretty useless in this film, all in all, considering he gets his ass handed to him. But he's going to get some extra training from Giant Golem because it's just Giant Golem.
Yeah,
he even looks slightly burnt, like he's fallen in the lava of Mount Doom. It's like, this is Gollum, this is what happened after Mount Doom. He didn't actually die. He must have like fused with the One Ring and become a Dark Lord himself, and now he's in the Star Wars universe running an empire.
It'd be really funny when you actually get to see him in real life. There's actually this little small dude, smaller than Yoda.
Yeah, I think.
Kind of thing.
See, he's like a 20'5" hologram. 25-foot hologram, and he's massive.
Yeah.
He towers over them. But even in the blurb, it says he's not that big.
Yeah.
Well, he's probably human-sized, but it'd be really funny if he was Gollum, because it's just Gollum. He looks like Gollum to me.
He does actually. Now you said it. When you said it at the end, I was like, yeah, actually, you're right. He does look like Gollum.
Yeah, it's just Gollum.
Yeah.
Gollum. But I don't want to take that from Andy Serkis' performance. The voice is completely different. All right, it's just the CGI.
Yeah.
It really does. To me, it looked like that. I mean, it might not the second time I go back, because we are going to go back and watch it again.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Because we're nuts. But we are going to go back and watch it again. But the first time, it was my first impression. Just seeing him, looks like Gollum. Doesn't sound anything like Gollum. Andy Serkis' performance of Gollum is brilliant, but Andy Serkis' performance of this is completely different. It's a completely different voice.
Yeah.
I even thought he sounded a bit more like Bill Nye. It was that much of a different sort of voice he had going. At times, the way he was speaking. So the voice, no problem. It is really just the CGI. And the film, overall, the CGI was used really well.
It was actually. There wasn't too much, and there was just enough.
It was where it needed to be. It's where space battles were. It was CGI where you needed it, and then the rest of it was animatronic.
Yeah.
I thought it was really well done.
Yeah. One person that I worked with actually said that it was a bit quick to unfold with Finn's character. That he kind of...
No,
but then again,
I think Finn's a really interesting character.
He is an interesting character, but at the beginning he kind of like... He gets off the ship and he does nothing, and then it's like, right, I'm going to break you out kind of thing. It happened very quickly, but then it needed to.
It needed to be punchy. And if you're doing an escape and you've no plan in place, which you didn't, it was literally a spur of the moment thing. That's exactly what would have happened. It was complete chaos.
Yeah, I think the fact that it happened so soon at the beginning...
I thought it was really good.
It kind of like...
It kept us going.
The pace of it, I think the pace of it was like, wow, it's happened already. Because you were thinking that's not going to happen till like the middle of the film.
I think it's a very well-paced film. The best-paced film I've seen this year is Mad Max, because it's constant.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
You get like a breather in the middle, and then that's it, and then you're back. Then Mad Max was an amazing film.
Yeah.
And up to watching Star Wars, it was my film of the year.
Yeah.
If Star Wars hadn't come out this year, it would have been film of the year for me. But Star Wars just beat it, just because it's Star Wars.
Yeah.
And I'm just a massive fan. But Mad Max was amazing. But back to Star Wars. Yeah, so we're going to do some more spoilers. So, yeah, Finn, he's an excellent character. I love this character, Finn.
Yeah.
Well, I can't say enough about all the characters. All the new characters are amazing.
They've all got an interesting backstory to them, and it makes you want to know more about the backstory. Yeah.
It did. It really did. Because Paul Damon, Oscar Isaac.
Oscar Isaac.
I was watching him and thinking, you know, we've seen him playing Prince John.
Yeah,
it's
in Robin Hood.
Completely opposite sort of character he's playing. And I was like, did he play Prince John? I think I was getting convinced myself it was another actor because that's how good his acting was.
He's very different, and as well as his appearance is very different. Yeah. Normally you get an actor and they stay with the same appearance, but he's very versatile because he keeps changing his appearance kind of thing.
His whole demeanour, everything changed.
Yeah, I've seen him as a skinhead, I've seen him with like long hair and a beard like Prince John in...
I really suspect him, really. Because he's such a good character, and I really want him to be that sort of like really cool fly, sort of wedge type character. But
he's really, like a paragon, isn't he, kind of thing?
He's almost too good.
Yeah.
And everyone sort of forgets that I've spoken to that Kylo Ren did actually break him at the beginning, and tortured him, and got the information out of him about BB-8, which is what his mission was.
So what else did he do to him?
So I think, even though it was Finn that helped him escape.
Yeah.
I still think that he got to him, and then when they crash on the planet on Jakku, he disappears.
Anyone could have picked him up. Like,
remember, this guy's mission is to get BB-8. Yeah, it's Finn that ends up finding BB-8. Where's Paul Damon in all this? He leaves the planet. Why does he leave the planet? How does he know BB-8's gone? He doesn't.
How does he know he's been found?
He just leaves the planet. Yeah. But that wasn't his mission, and he was going back. He even flew back to the planet. So why did he suddenly change his mind? It's very strange. I think. Because then he just turns up with the resistance and saves them, but I still think something's happened to him, and I think he might turn to the dark side. He's been brainwashed, maybe he's like a sleeper agent. I think that might be going on, or it might not. I think that's the whole thing about this. We can just throw out theories all day, but we don't know what's going to happen, and that's what I really like about this. Unlike the prequels, we knew exactly where we were going. It was kind of a bit of a trudge in the end.
One thing I've said to you was that I think we now know how the people in 1977 first saw Star Wars. When they first saw Star Wars, and it was like, wow, I want to know what happens next.
And they had to wait
years for Empire.
And then when you saw Empire and you saw the end where Han Solo gets carted off by the band, you had to wait 3 more years to see Return of the Jedi.
So I think
now we've never been in that position.
No, we're now in that position, and we're now knowing how people felt back then.
Because I didn't feel that at all with the prequels.
Well,
I was like, oh, here comes another one, let's just watch it.
Yeah. Well,
but this one, I'm like, I want to know what happens.
Yeah.
So J.J. Abrams has really done it. He's pulled it off. I really liked it.
I don't know if we can wait till 2017 now. It's going to be a long way.
It's a long wait to 2017. But yeah, then there's Rey's character.
Yeah, Rey's very interesting.
Yeah.
She's a very interesting character. You don't get to know much about her actually, and even at the end of the film, there's still many question marks as to who she is, where she's come from. So
yeah, after watching the film, I had one theory, and I've come up with another theory after reading some of the online stuff. My initial theory was she's Luke Skywalker's daughter, because
Luke and Mara Jade.
There's too many things. All right, yeah, Luke and Mara Jade, and we'll get into that bit. There's too many things that went on, and I don't accept the explanation of what happened with R2. I think JJ's covering that up, saying, oh, BB-8 just told him a little message and he woke up because he's really old. Was he running Windows 95 or something? It takes him hours to wake up. He's an R2 unit, and he's never taken that long before. No, I think that's just a cover-up explanation for the truth, that we're going to find out that he activated because Rey was there, because Luke told him to activate when Rey was there, because Rey's his daughter, or Rey's a student of the destroyed Jedi Temple, which is possible. Kylo Ren destroys it.
Well, he destroys a lot of the...
And kills the students.
Kills the students, apparently.
But maybe one escaped. Maybe. Or maybe Luke found her afterwards. Who knows? But what I think they took a... Because another big spoiler, Luke isn't in the film at all until the end, where he doesn't say a word in the film.
He just
turns
around.
around and that's it. That's the film.
And he looks a lot like Alec Guinness, but with a longer beard and more unkempt hair.
And really white robes.
Yeah,
which
very
to me
white.
knocks on the head any sort of theory that he turned to the dark side. Because if you've played Knights of the Old Republic, which I have many times, if you play it as a paragon, you end up with a set of white robes. Now, even though Mark Hamill's aren't that white, because he's on an island and he's on the dirty, they're along the same lines of like different from what he would normally wear, because he's been a paragon. So much like Revan, when you play him as a paragon, you get these white robes. And again, I think there's a lot of design aesthetics taken from Revan for Kylo Ren as the evil version. Because even though the helmet is different when you see it, the first impression is Revan that you get from it. But he's a very untrained bad guy as well. He's not. He's obviously not finished his training because his lightsaber is incomplete.
And he's a bit rash as well. Some of the things that he does is very rash.
But at least he's got a reason to wear the mask now.
Yeah.
So because the reason we think this, because Rey, who has obviously, or as far as we know, just been on Jakku her whole life, which I don't believe. I think she started. I think, as I said, I think she's been somewhere else. Suddenly gets force powers and can suddenly tell stormtroopers what to do like that, and then can wield a lightsaber the moment she picks one up.
Yeah.
Amazing. Plus, when she touches Luke's lightsaber for the first time, which it is Luke's lightsaber, she has loads of visions which make no sense. And when Kylo Ren does his little mind thing on and reads a mind, even Vader couldn't do that, by the way. But because if Vader could extract information from people like that, imagine how powerful he would have been.
Yeah.
There'd have been no strangling people and saying, "Where's the Rebel Alliance?" He just ripped it out of their minds like Kylo Ren was doing. So in a way, he's got different and stronger force powers. But
he was saying to her like, "Oh, you know, I see a lake or a sea,
and
water and an island and stuff." And you get to see that at the end, because I thought, oh, that's what Kylo Ren was talking about. But then again, like you've said, you don't know if that's in the future, if it's in the past, or what, because it's...
See, he could have been seen in the past. Could have been seen that she was brought up there, and that she was trained by Luke when she was a child before she ended up on Jakku, which would explain why she can use all these force powers. But then why can't she remember? Well, she either has chosen not to remember and is just not telling anyone the truth, or, again, back to Knights of the Old Republic and Revan, Luke's used the Force to make her forget, so she's not endangering herself. And I still, because Max von Sydow's character, and this is lore, was an explorer. He dies far too quickly in the film for me, because he's a great actor.
He is.
I just wish he hadn't died so quickly. But the character is an explorer who's been with Luke Skywalker on missions to look around Jedi temples, because he's kind of like an archaeologist. I get the impression he's like an archaeologist, kind of almost Indiana Jones of the Stars type character. So at some point he's met Luke, and then I think it's him that's talking when she's left behind, because you don't get to see who's holding her hand.
No, you don't.
Sounds a little bit like him, or he might have just been made to sound like him to throw us off the scent. But I think he's taking her to Jakku, and Luke, and then Luke's laughter, because you see this little transport going off. Now the counter theory to that is that it wasn't Luke that was in the transport; it was her mother, who may be Mara Jade, but we definitely think might have something to do with
Captain Phasma. Is it Phasma?
Yeah.
Yeah, we think it might be that if they are going to bring Mara Jade in, then it could be Captain Phasma, who's played by the woman that plays Brienne of Tarth.
Yeah, Brienne of Tarth from the Game of Thrones. You don't get to see her face at all in the film.
Because she keeps her helmet on.
I already knew it was her from the blurb, but
I didn't until you actually said to me.
The thing about her is she knows, right?
She folds very quickly.
She's basically held hostage to lower the shields on the on the new Death Star.
Yeah.
Which we'll call it that. Star Killer, what was it called?
Yeah, Star Killer. Yeah.
The new Death Star, this sizable planet. Cool. But the plot's the same as the episode 4, basically, but I don't care. It's cool. So Phantasma, or whatever her name is.
Phasma. I kept calling her Phantasma.
Yeah, whatever her name. She lowers the shields very quickly for them when she's threatened. Now, for a start, if you're indoctrinated into an army, you'd rather die first than betray an entire planet of your people. She's also a boss, because she's wearing the silver armour, so she's not just got that for fun. She's earned that. She folds really quickly, and then warns them that they're going to get themselves in trouble. And it's just not the actions of a stormtrooper, or even a leader, unless she has some vested interest in letting them succeed.
Exactly, yeah. It was a bit weird. That.
We reckon that she might even be Rey's mother.
Possibly, yeah. That was one of
That's where the Mara Jade theory comes from, because You know, historically in the old fiction, maybe it doesn't exist anymore. Maybe it will be put back in. Who knows? Mara Jade and Luke obviously had a thing, and
Bird and the bees.
we think Rey might be the daughter of that, possibly.
Possibly.
Or she might be just her daughter and nothing to do with Luke. Maybe she took, you know, her daughter to be trained by Luke, this person.
Or Rey is just a student with absolutely no ties to anybody, but manages to get a tie to Luke in some way, shape, or form. Maybe she sees him as a father figure or something.
If he's mentored her, there's often a link between student and master, and that might be enough for the lightsaber to try and activate her memories and visions and whatever else it would try and activate. Because that's the only time we see the Knights of Ren in one of the visions. So I think there's something going on there, which will be unfolded over time. So she's a really interesting character.
Yeah.
But I also think Finn's a Jedi, because he stands against... I mean, Kylo Ren, he's only an apprentice, if that, for the Sith. But also, if you've seen it, you'll know that he fights him first with the lightsaber. And he gets a couple of hits on this guy, who's got this massive red broadsword type lightsaber.
Yeah.
So, I don't think a normal person could have done that. I think he has to have... And even at the beginning, he seems to like have a connection. It's like the Force keeps trying to connect in him.
Yeah, he seems to have some sort of Jedi training, or at least fighting training, because the stance that he adopts is above his head, and it's the old Templar stance.
He's a soldier, and in the film he fights someone who's trained to fight Jedi, if you've noticed. Yeah. One of the soldiers gets out a big, like, weird stick thing.
Yeah.
Kind of like, I can't remember what they were called now, so like a shock stick thing, which can deflect a lightsaber. So it's in the lore, it's nothing new really. But he fights him, so maybe he's been trained in the same way, close combat fighting, not just shooting. So maybe that's how he knows how to fight.
Maybe.
But still, to get a couple of hits in on the Sith Lord, wannabe Sith Lord, he's pretty good at it.
Yeah.
The first time he's actually ever wielded a lightsaber. So I think he's going to turn out to be a Jedi as well. And he's been really badly wounded. But I think through the Force that'll heal him as well.
I think he'll heal.
So I'm hoping he turns out to be a Jedi because he's a cool character.
He is.
I'm quite happy to have two mainly Jedis, or even three, because maybe even Paul Dameron might turn out to be a Force user.
Yeah.
And he's such a good pilot. Not saying that all pilots have to be Force users. Han Solo wasn't. Wedge Antilles wasn't. But he's such a good pilot.
He is. He's too good.
He's almost as good as Anakin.
Perfect.
And Darth Vader. You know, Anakin, Darth Vader, Luke.
Yeah.
You know, he's that good. So, but then in Wedge and Han Solo, when you read like rules for X-Wing, they're as good or better in some respects. But I still think the Force might be in there somewhere with him.
Force is strong in that one.
But one of the lot of theories that people have is Kylo Ren's very strong in the Force, but is that just because no one else is using it? Does the Force like group up? Is it spread out across the whole galaxy? But when it's been asleep for so long, it's built up a lot of resonant power. And any Force user that tries to use the Force will get tons of it thrown at them instead of like the normal amount. The more Force users you get, does it dissipate through them? Are they like conduits? So you've got nobody using it for ages, it's all building up, and someone tries to use it and they can do tons of stuff that you wouldn't normally be able to do. That's one of the theories about the Force Awakens. But I personally don't know if that's really a good theory.
I don't think so.
I just think they can use the Force however well they're trained, however strong they are.
I think the Force is something that you tap into.
Yeah, I think the Force is always there. It's just there's not been many people tapping into it, so they become legends again as opposed to...
Yeah, it's kind of like... It depends on how strong you are with using it. So if you are kind of like really like skew-whiff with using it, you're not confident in using it, then you're going to have loads and loads of power. Whereas if you're confident and you train yourself to use it correctly, then you're going to be using it in little doses, aren't you? It's like the Jean Grey theory with the Phoenix. You know, when she taps into the Phoenix power, she becomes uber powerful. Yeah. But when she controls it, when she learns to control it, she's just like a normal mutant, if you will. Yeah. So it's something like that, I reckon.
That's the same with Luke, probably. Because why has he isolated himself? I mean, we know he went looking for the first temple. Did he find it? Is that the first temple at the end? Doesn't say. Doesn't say he found it. Doesn't say that's it. It's like there's more questions than answers. If that's the first temple, and he went looking for it, what did he find there, and why didn't he leave?
To be fair, you didn't even see a temple. It was just like a series of islands, and then like a couple of little like shacks on top of you know, old.
To be fair,
or
yeah,
remnants of a
because what
Stone
could
Age.
have happened is that there's been like a global warming effect on that planet, and the water's risen, and it's covered wherever the temple was.
Yeah.
So the temple could be underwater, which is probably most likely on a planet like that. And you get these old shacks where he's living, almost like Yoda in the swamp. That's the biggest comparison.
Only he's chosen a nicer place than Yoda did.
It is a little bit nicer, I would say. But maybe, you know, to Yoda that was a thing. You know,
maybe
that was nicer to him. Maybe, I don't know.
Never really asked him.
No, we didn't. Must do next time we see him. Right. So So why is Luke there? Is that the temple? Did he find it? If so, what did he find, and why didn't he take it back? What was so terrible? You know, if he was finding it for a reason, well, we don't even know what the reason was he was finding it. Maybe he was looking for an answer to the Sith. Maybe he went there and found there wasn't one. Or maybe he went and found the truth that the Sith actually were there before the Jedi, and maybe he didn't know that. I don't know, because we don't know how much he actually knew.
Maybe he's found something he'd rather not have found.
Well, the truth is, the Sith created the Jedi. The Jedi learned all their powers from the Sith. But whether he knew that or not in advance, I don't know, because you don't know how much he was told.
True. Or
what he's found in holocrons. Especially since everything's been rewritten, so anything we might have thought he knew, we might not know. So it's a bit... It's all up for grabs, basically. There's so many things that could happen with it. But we've ranted on a bit about that now.
We have, yeah.
But the film is amazing. If you haven't seen it, sorry for spoiling it, but we did warn you. And I'll warn you on the video as well. But sorry for spoiling it. But if you haven't seen it, go and see it. Seriously.
Yeah, seriously, you have to.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
If you're even slightly interested in Star Wars at all, go and see it. Because it's so much better than the prequels. I thought it was.
Definitely.
Not everyone's going to agree, and the prequels will have the defenders, and everyone's entitled to their own opinion as always. But I hate Jar Jar Binks. That's the end of it.
Yeah.
So we had Phantom Menace with Jar Jar Binks, which ruined it. Which was a shame, really, because Darth Maul and Qui-Gon Jinn were the two best characters,
really good characters
in that, and they both died.
Yeah.
So, and then we had Attack of the Clowns, where we introduced the Clone Army. And there was the battle at the end and the fight with Yoda and Count Dooku was really good. And I liked Count Dooku.
I think it was just good for the Yoda battle kind of thing, that he comes in and everyone's like, oh yeah, because remembering Yoda from the original kind of thing where he's old, and he just throws his stick down and next minute he's like a whirling dervish.
But the two films are the same. You basically cut everything till the last 10 minutes of the film. Yeah. And that's just love that.
That's all you need.
You don't need anything else.
Yeah.
The rest of rubbish. Revenge of the Sith was a good film.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Revenge of the Sith because we finally got to the point of what the three films were. It was done in a really good way, I thought.
It was a lot darker, actually, I think, and a lot more grown up.
It was. They could have just done that one film, basically. For
Everyone
me,
would have been quite happy.
it could have just condensed all that, two last battles, and then that film, and that'd have been fine.
Yeah.
We'd have had no Jar Jar Binks. We'd cut him out of the third film as well. God, yeah.
We'd have had Yoda throwing Palpatine head over heels over the table.
That still makes no sense.
That was brilliant.
Still makes no sense to me, that whole bit.
Why Yoda let him go.
Yoda let him go. I mean, Yoda would have won that fight.
Yoda had the upper hand, definitely. He definitely had the upper hand, but there must have been something that he saw in Palpatine that made him think, do you know what? I'm going to screw your plans over, and I'm not going to die today, and I'm just going to go.
So
I just feel so sorry for him when he
don't know what Yoda, but it had to end that way. It's not like that's the problem with the prequels. It had to end that way.
It had to end with him.
No matter what you did, no matter how cool you made everyone, all the Jedi look, they have to lose because you have to end up with the situation you've got in A New Hope.
Yeah.
Now, with a new film, Force Awakens, anything can happen.
Yeah.
The Empire could resurge and take on the First Order even.
Yeah. The
Republic, which is fast asleep, and get half of its planets. No, there's 5 planets.
5 planets it blew up.
Yeah, and it's not Coruscant.
No.
I think you thought it looked like Coruscant.
I thought it did, but then
no, it's a different.
I know it's. I knew it wasn't Coruscant because I said to you it just looked a bit like Coruscant.
Yeah.
But for those of you that like Carrie Fisher and the originals, bear that in mind. Just keep that image in mind from the original.
I grew up with Carrie Fisher in a gold bikini.
Yeah, well, remember that. Savour that moment because when you see the new one, or if you have seen it, I appreciate it's frightening for you because she goes from "oh Han" to "oh Han" kind of thing. It's very frightening, really. The fact that she's shrunk, she's got a gravel voice, and she just looks her age. She really does look her age.
It's unfortunate. It is.
It's a shame what happened to her, and it really is. I'm actually surprised she even did the next Star Wars, that she was even agreed to be involved, because last I heard many moons ago she didn't want to know about Star Wars ever again.
Yeah, but she was on so much that, things change.
Obviously, yeah.
And I'm glad she was in it. I'm glad
they let the old cast be in it.
And I'm a bit upset they killed Han Solo, but it was such a good plot line, and
you didn't see it coming until when he walked out on that bridge, and you thought, crap.
not until they started setting the charges and he walked out on the bridge, and then I'm just thinking there's no other way out of this, because no Kylo Ren survives, because I've seen him fighting in the clips outside.
Yeah.
So, and I know that means he's evil, so you're not going to redeem him. But it was such a good scene, and I love the lighting. I told you about that.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
So afterwards, that lighting is amazing. On one side, you've got the red emergency lighting, because all the lights have gone off, and inside, apart from this emergency red lighting. On the other side, you got like the open door or something, which was letting in the sunlight from outside. So on the other side was this white light, and then as the sun outside dies because it's been absorbed by the Star Killer, everything just goes red. It's the decision that he's made. I thought the lighting was amazing, the movement was amazing, and it was a fitting death for Han Solo, because it wasn't like being cocky. He was being a father. He was trying to redeem his son. Yeah. It was such a touching.
But the sad thing was, it was like, don't stand too close to him. He's got a 3-way lightsaber, one of those. He's going to switch that on, and he's going to go through your body, mate.
Yeah.
It was just the way he was like, oh, help me do what I cannot, and all this sort. And then he's getting closer and closer, and he's holding out his lightsaber. I'm thinking, he just needs to move his thumb, and it'll just go boom. Sorry, Dad. Whoops, sorry.
It's one of those weird moments in any film where I've actually got completely involved. Harrison Ford was amazing.
It was really good, actually, yeah.
I mean, I thought we were just going to have like cheesy references to the previous films with the odd cameo. No. Harrison Ford was in it loads. Yeah. And he was amazing as Han Solo. He was there
was a few bits where you could actually tell his age.
I've forgiven him now for Crystal Skull.
Yeah.
Because it was that good.
Yeah.
Considering how bad that was. So it wasn't his fault, he was only acting.
But there were a few parts where you could tell his age, kind of thing, where they slowed down the runs and stuff.
It's been 30 years. It's been 30 years in the lore as well. That's fine, because he's going to be 30 years older. And he is. So that's how it should be. Chewbacca doesn't like his age today.
He's got a little bit of grey. A few grey hairs here and there.
Because we were convinced Chewbacca was going to cop it in this film.
We were, actually, because of the way they'd put one of the trailers. It looked like Rey was crying over Chewbacca's body, because
but it's actually
Finn's,
because he's wearing a brown. He's wearing he's wearing a pan-dimensional shirt. No, he's wearing Paul Damon's flight jacket, which has got slightly brown. It almost looks like the same colour as Chewbacca.
It looked like his ammo belt that he's got going on,
So we thought, but she was crying over him because Caroline kicked his ass, and then she kicked Caroline's ass, which was amazing.
Yeah, it was
a cool fight. Which says no one who has no force training could do that. That's amazing. Against someone who obviously has had force training and is strong in the force. We've seen him rip things out of people's minds, stop blaster shots in mid-air.
Considering she'd only just got the force powers and she'd only just started using the Jedi mind trick and that.
It took her 3 attempts.
Yeah, it took her 3
tell Daniel Craig to let her out of the bomb.
Yeah, because you said to me tonight that it was Daniel Craig, didn't you?
Yeah.
Which I didn't know.
Stormtrooper outfit. Yeah. It's his best film he's done this year.
I didn't notice any of the Stormtroopers bash their heads on anything, which was a bit of a shame. I was hoping they might have done a nod to that, really.
I'm surprised one didn't do it when they came out. We're going to have to watch that again.
We're going to have to watch it again, but I was hoping there'd be a little nod to that kind of thing, just for the hell of it. And if there is, tell us in the comments if there is, and we've just completely missed it.
We're going to go watch it again, because we've seen it once.
Actually. We got some vouchers from a friend, so...
So, yeah. Am I going to see it in 3D this time?
Ooh.
I've been told it's very good.
Ooh.
So we'll see it in 3D. But awesome.
Right, let's go now, bye.
Yeah. Sorry, we've ranted on again. But so this is kind of a Loot Crate rant about Star Wars, and a Merry Christmas to everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Because it's the 23rd of December when we're recording
this. It is, yeah.
It'll probably be the 23rd or the 24th when this goes up, so if it is, it'll be Christmas Eve. And we just wanted to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, because we've had a good year.
We have.
With Loot Crate.
And with you guys as well.
Martha and YouTube in general.
Yeah.
And just want to say thanks to all the subscribers for this year.
Yeah.
Um,
Hope you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Yep, keep watching. I've got more than a year. I'm going to keep doing the loot crates. I'm going to keep doing other videos.
Marvel crates as well.
Marvel crates.
Yeah.
Marvel crates.
Marvel
when
crates. Jenny comes
I'll
around.
do some Marvel
Yeah.
crates. And if you want us to do an extended rant on Star Wars, let us know in the comments. I'll get Stuart around and we'll have a rant. Because we went with Stuart.
We did actually, yeah, we'll have to get Stuart around.
He's the biggest Star Wars fan I know.
He's proper geek.
After myself.
Yeah.
I'm the biggest Star Wars fan I know.
Okay.
So, anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great Christmas and Happy New Year. And we'll see you in the New Year. And have a good
have a good time.
Have a good time, everyone.
Yeah.
Take
now.
care. Bye for now.